Believe it or not, this is actually a good thing. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Rob here, and today I'm going to be doing a little bit of RV maintenance now that we have a little bit of downtime, and I'm going to be replacing the anode rod, or also known as a sacrificial rod, in our hot water heater. Basically what the concept of this is a rod that slides into the water heater, and the calcium and minerals eat away at this metal, basically a sacrificial offering to the mineral gods, if you will, and this will deteriorate over time instead of corroding the inside of your water heater. So it's a good thing to check this periodically. It's a good thing to drain your water heater and clean all that gunk out of there anyway, probably once a year. And then this guy probably every couple of years would be due to replace. I have not checked it in a couple of years. The last time I did, the old one was still pretty good, but I really think it's about time. So let's go ahead and do that. All right, so in our RV, we have a dual fuel water heater, meaning that we have electric and gas, propane gas. So first thing you're going to want to do is make sure the heat sources are off, or your fuel sources. On ours it has the electric switch on the outside, which I've turned off, and then on the inside is the gas switch. So right now this thing has no fuel going to it whatsoever. Second step, if you guys are actively using the water heater, you're going to want to either let the water cool down, which is probably going to take a long time, or what I did was I just ran cold water through it. Basically opened a hot water valve on our exterior hose here and let all the hot water run out. So now it's filled with cold water and it's not going to blow up in my face. And then the next step is going to be to turn off the water to the RV. I got the water off. I've drained down the low water drain for the RV to let all the water run out that's going to cause pressure. Next you have a pressure relief valve here, which I'm going to activate, kind of stand back. And that if there was any pressure in that, it would come out of this instead of when I'm unscrewing the anode rod. It's not going to blow back in at me. So right now it's just letting air into the water heater, and the low water drain is letting the rest of that drain out. In our unit right here is the anode rod, and what you're going to want is 1 1/16 socket with an extension bar and a ratchet. And all we're going to do is take this guy out. And there's water going to gush out of this, so just stand back when you relieve the pressure. At least it might. There it is. All right, so this is the one that came out of it, and quite frankly, it has a little bit more life to it. Generally, these can get eaten way down to nothing, but as you can see, this is what it does. It just ends up corroding away and wearing away to save the inside of your water heater. So while I have this open, I'm actually going to stick a hose in there and try to flush some of the gunk out of there. They do make little tools, and I'll leave a link below. I don't have one right now, but it's basically a probe that goes in there and flushes the water heater out. And I'm also going to turn on the water again, give it some pressure, and try to push some of that gunk out. Coming at you. All right, so we got that fairly well flushed out. There's still a little bit more crud in there, so down the road I'll probably end up getting that tool, and that way I can get in there and get all the minerals and things like that. But if you guys are going to ask in the comments why I have this tape here, a little hack: we were getting a drip out of our pressure valve, and it was leaking into the bottom of the water heater and out of the belly of the RV. So I just taped this up. Just a tip. Watch out for little things like that. But we're going to put in the new one, and you're going to want to take some pipe sealant, pipe dope, whatever they want to call it, and you're going to put it on the threads. It's just a goopy material here, and you're going to coat your threads, and this is going to basically seal up for any water leaks. Okay. Now you're just going to put this back in, basically go back in reverse. Make sure it's good and snug without stripping the threads. One tip here, under no circumstances should you turn the water heater back on before you filled it back with water. The electric element in it, if there's no water in there, will instantly fry. So be sure to always have water in it before you turn the heating elements on. Okay, so now that we got it back in, all we're gonna do is refill the water heater, turn it back on, and make sure it gets hot, and make sure we don't have any leaks right there. Pretty much it. So you definitely want to rinse these things out once a year, and then just check on that anode rod every 2-3 years and probably replace. Quick and easy job. Just one of those things that you don't really hear about in the RV maintenance world to make sure your RV lasts a long time. We have a whole series on how-to videos, how to fix things, maintain things. So be sure to like and subscribe and check out the playlist that this video is in for other videos. And we're going to leave a couple other good recommendations for you to view next. Catch you guys on the next one.